Hello and welcome. Waltersdorf is the smallest battle that comes with Preussich Eylau 1807 game. This scenario can be used somehow starter or tutorial scenario because it has only a very few units along with a short time of play, just like Bergfriede. This is a battle, or I'm not sure if battle is a fitting word, or it was more like skirmish, fought at the 5th of February 1807, right after the Battle of Allenstein, 2 days later. Because after the Battle of Allenstein, Russians started to retreat rapidly to the east, but somehow they failed to contact their Prussian allies and to tell them, sorry guys, but we are retreating. And due to this fact, a lot of Prussian units found themselves being surrounded or attacked by French forces. Sometimes they found themselves being behind the French lines before they even realized what's going on. And Waltersdorf was somehow a meeting engagement between French units under the command of Ney and a group of Prussian forces. None of the sides expected the others, so they were quite surprised, but due to the numerical advantage, French 4th Corps was victorious. And here we have this battle. We have Ney and his 1st Infantry Division on the board, along with French Cavalry Brigade under Lasalle. And on the board we have a group of Prussian cavalry, along with a single infantry brigade and a group of Prussian horse artillery. They are holding the Waltersdorf village, and to win the game, one side has to control more victory points. There are 3 victory hexes on board. One here, the other here, and the 3rd there. So all these 3 hexes must be in control of the one side to gain a complete victory. At the beginning of the game, Prussians are controlling all of them. In this battle, French army has initiative, and starting with turn 10 we got a knight. So there is a lot of time for French forces to win the day. There is also 2nd French infantry division, which is going to enter the game in the turn 4. So let's carry on with turn 1. In the turn 1, French forces have initiative by default, and we don't have to check for the command, because at the beginning of the game all units are in command. So we can go right into the French artillery fire phase. I have one French artillery unit here. It can fire at this Prussian cavalry. They are 3 hexes away, so it won't be easy to hit them, but it won't hurt to try. Not with such rolls. So this is a miss, and now let's move. So I will start with Lasalle, half, and here I declare a charge. So I spot them, mark them with charge marker 2, and now these Prussian hussars are countercharging. So let's mark them with countercharge, and let's resolve this fight. You may ask about this Prussian artillery, but no, it cannot fire at them because it is pointed in this direction, so it can fire here. But this hex is out of their fire arc. So let's resolve this fight first. both sides are charging, so they have their strength tripled. And Prussians have 2, so their strength is 6, and French cavalry has a strength of 3, so they have 9. So this is 6 to 3, so this is 1 to half to 1, and because of that, this is -1 for Prussians. So let's make a roll, and 3 minus 1 is 2. So both sides have to undergo morale check, and attacker has to retreat. So French morale check passed, Prussian morale check passed, and now Prussians are retreating. They lose their charge, and French unit keeps their charge marker and takes this hex. Now let's check for the losses. And now Prussians had 6, 9 in the 5-6. This is 2, so there are 2 losses for French cavalry, and French unit had 9, 8 in 9-10. This is also 2. So due to this fact, Prussian cavalry is eliminated. So that's all. They cannot move anymore because they were stopped by countercharge, and this is a good thing of countercharge because it forces enemy cavalry to stop. Even if this cavalry is going to win, it cannot move any further after the countercharge. Now, this infantry goes 1 and they spent also 1 more because they are moving down the hill, so it's 2. And now this cavalry. The question is if this cavalry wants to charge at this infantry as well. I think the first thing I'm going to do is to fire at this from this artillery at this infantry. This is a miss. So now I am going to try countercharge. It will be very hard, but I will try. They will try to form a square. To form a square when enemy is attacking you, you need to make a successful morale check. Fantastic! So they have a morale check, they have a square now, and when a square is attacked by charge, then attacking unit is not tripling their strength. So, and they also get additional negative modifier -2. So now this is really going to be a suicide for Prussians. Now, they have 2 versus, I believe, 8. Yes. So this is 1 to 4. So this is -4. And now they get -2 because of this square. So it's -6. I feel bad for them. Wow! They got 6. So 6 minus 6 is 0. This means defender has to undergo morale check, attacker has to retreat and undergo morale check. So for the defender, they failed. Oh my! And now for the attacker, they passed, so they retreat 1 hex. And now losses, and this is going to be rough, because Prussians had only 2, so 9. 1 loss for French unit. And now Prussian losses. 9 in the column of 7, 8, 2. And because this cavalry had only 2 points, it is no more. So Prussian cavalry is out of board. Okay, we can continue our movement, and now this brigade moves half, 1, 1.5, 2. And this is the end of their movement. Yes, that would be all. So, let's carry on with this combat. Notice the white star with French infantry. This means that they are firing 2 times. So, let's check. Their strength is 8 and they are firing twice with their rifle combat, and they got -1 because of the village. So 9, it is 8, so this is T -1. So there is 1 loss for Prussians and the morale check, but I will roll for the second time. 8, another loss, and now I need to make a roll for their commander if he wasn't hit. No, he wasn't. And now a morale check. They passed. And now they are firing back at French unit. They have a strength of 6. And 6 in the 6. And this is a miss. That's bad. So now we have to resolve a combat. French brigade has 8 and Prussians have now 4 because of the losses. So this is 2-1, so it's +2, and because of the commander it is +3, and because of the village this is +2. Oh, 1 die. And 7. 7, it is 1 T and T. So defender has to retreat 1 hex, and attacker has to undergo morale check, and they have to undergo morale check. They passed, and now attacker has to undergo morale check. They passed, so they can capture this hex. And now let's check for the losses after combat. Now Prussians had 4, so 3-4, +1 because of the village, and 6 in the 3-4, no losses for French units. And next we got Prussian losses. French had 8, -1 because of the village, so it's 5-6, and 6 in the 5-6, 1 loss for Prussians. So 3 losses, and now a roll for the possible commander loss. 7, because you have to make such a roll every time a unit with a commander suffers a loss after combat. Okay, so that would be all for our French action, and now Prussians. Oh my god! I believe this is going to be one of the shortest plays on my channel because of the good rolls for Prussians, for French, and very bad Prussian cavalry actions. Okay, so now we have a Prussian turn, and well, this artillery can fire at this cavalry, and that's what it's going to do. Oh, this is 9 with a strength of 1 and a range of 2. No, this is a miss. I need 10. That's unfortunate. And what are they going to do? They have a strength of, let me check, 3. Ooh. So attacking this French unit would be a pointless. Yes, that would be a pointless. The only good thing here is that I don't have to attack them. Why? Because they are in the buildings. So I don't have them in my zone of control. Because units in the woods and in the buildings are not in the zones of control. So due to this fact, I can simply make pay one movement point to change my facing, and now I'm spending another movement point to leave enemy zone of control, and 3 to move here, and 4 to change my facing again there. So that would be all, because, well, I don't have much else to do. Oh, I should remove this charge marker, and this will conclude this turn. So we are moving into turn 2. And now we are starting with initiative roll for France, for Prussians. Well, Prussians won. Impressive. And next, we have to check for the range of command. Now, French forces are all, I believe, in the command, because Ney is here, so these units are in his range, and this brigade is under his command. So they are in command, and when it comes to Prussians, well, they are, but this artillery is not. So it is marked with out of command. Next, we have reorganization phase. Prussians are all fine, but this French infantry brigade is disorganized, so I have to make a roll. They are back to normal. Okay, and now Prussians won, so they can do their first actions, and now they are going to remain here. This is pretty good defensive position, or should I try to step back into this village? I think this might makes more sense, because otherwise French units will surround me. So 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, and 3.5. Okay. And this artillery, all it can do is to fire at this cavalry. Nope, they achieved nothing. So that would be all for Prussians, and now French units. French artillery is not firing anywhere, and French infantry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright, so that's all. And now let's resolve our attack. They are attacking artillery, so they can perform their rifle combat first. They have 2 shots and -1 because of the village hex. 6 and wah! So this is enough to simply kill this artillery with fire. I don't even have to fight them. My rifles simply shot all the cannoneers and left the guns for me. So that would be all for French units, and this concludes turn 2. So let's carry on with turn 3 and initiative. Prussians and French. Despite all the situation, Prussians are winning the initiative. So, but they have only 1 unit and not much to do, so they just skip their actions. And now we are moving to French units. 1, 1.5, 1, 2 to change my facing, 3 and 4. And now this brigade remains in this village, and the commander goes here to help their pals to capture the other village, hoping that it will end the day. So I have to resolve the combat. French brigade is firing with their rifles. They have a strength of 7, 5 a miss, and Prussians had a strength of 3 and 9. Oh, wonder if they hit. 3, yeah, they hit. So French unit suffers 1 loss. And now I need to make a roll for French commander. No, he wasn't wounded. So 6 versus 3 is 2 to 1, so +2. +1 because of the commander with modifier, so it's +3. And -1 because of the village, so it's +2. And 5, good. I mean, this is not a result that makes anyone move, so it's good for Prussians. Okay, this means that both sides have to undergo morale checks. French unit, they passed. Prussians, 10, but they have a commander on the same hex, and due to this fact they get -2, so they passed. Yes, they did. So that's all. And now losses. French unit had 5-6, had 6, so it's 5-6, -1 because of the village, so it's 3-4, and 9 in the 3-4, 1 loss for Prussians. And Prussians had 3 +1 because of the village, so it's also the same verse, 5-6 and 6 in the 5-6, 1 loss for French unit. So both sides have to make a rolls for the possible loss of their commanders. French commander, he's fine. Prussian commander, he's fine. So this concludes turn 3. We are moving into turn 4, and the second French division is going to enter the battle. Not like we need it badly, but, well, they have to. They are going to enter from this hex. Okay. So, let's make a roll for initiative. Prussians, 4, French, 5. So, French side is winning the initiative, but, well, no. This is a draw. Why? Because a side that had initiative in the previous turn gains +1. So it is 5-5. So one more roll is made. Prussians, French, another draw. So the third roll. Prussians, French, okay, this time French units are victorious. Okay, let's check for the command. They are in command, they are not. So they are marked with out of command marker. And now, we don't have anyone to reorganize, no, so French units can move. I don't have any artillery that I can fire, so I will move here. A half, 1, a half, 2, a half, 3. Okay, that's good, because I have only 3 movement points due to the fact that I am out of command. This artillery, 1, 2, 3, and this cavalry is going to protect it. And finally this second division, a half, 1, a half, 2, a half, 3, a half, 4. I don't think there will be a need for them, but let's make a move. Okay, so that's all, and now we can make our attack. So they are firing from the rifles at this hex. Oh hell, they did. They have 5, and this is -1 because of the village, so this is 10. This is T -1. So Prussians suffer 1 loss, they have to undergo morale check, they passed, and I have to make a roll for their commander, he's fine. Now this unit, they have a star, so they can fire twice. Their strength is 8 and they have -1 because of the village. So 5, miss, and 9, T -1. So 1 loss and morale check, passed, and the Prussian commander, he's fine. And now Prussians, they are firing at them with a strength of 3, 7, they missed. So they lost 2 points, so their strength, oh, they are done. They are eliminated because they had only 2 points. So they are eliminated, this hex is captured, so this concludes the battle. Like I said, it is a pretty easy and one-sided battle, perfect to practice rules with a limited number of units on board. Well, judging on my previous play, Prussians managed to hold a little longer, but French forces are always winning the day. Well, the advantage of the French divisions is too big, just like the history. So that would be all for today. Thank you for watching and see you next time.